Hi, my name is Clay McLeod Chapman, and I am the author of The Remaking.
And what is the remaking about?
The Remaking is about a ghost story that is told 4 different ways that kind of evolves every 20 so years. So imagine that campfire story, ghost story, that gets turned into a 70s drive-in film that then gets remade into a sleek 90s Scream-style thriller, and then a podcast.
What was the seed of the idea initially?
To be honest, the idea kind of stemmed from The Ring, of all movies. I remember seeing the original Ringu, and then I guess in 2003, Gore Verbinski's remake came out. And I loved both, but I was kind of amazed. I was impressed by the kind of like the evolution of, the original to the remake. But I had this question of like, I wondered how. I asked that stupid question of like, how would Sadako from Ringu feel if she found out that her story was kind of turned into some kind of whitewashed, American horror film, and that was kind of the genesis for my book.
What do you think was like in the writing of it? What was the biggest surprise?
I adhere to this Edgar Allan Poe style of, first-person narrative. So I try to let the characters talk for themselves, which means they can yammer on for a long, long time. But then there's some kind of epiphanies that happen along the way, and it's just a matter of kind of holding on to those, and it leads to some pleasant surprises. So I let Amber, who is the kind of main thrust of the novel, Amber Pendleton, she tells her story every so often, and it leads to some freaky things, but no spoilers.
Okay, so who is your perfect audience? Who do you think is going to be the person who just loves this exactly as you intended it and wrote it?
It's a bit niche, but I think if you know the film Let's Scare Jessica to Death, which came out, I think, in 1971, then that is, if you know that film, then you're a member of my tribe, and this will be the book for you.
What are what are the biggest influences on this book? Because obviously you've written a lot, but on this one.
God, who are some of the biggest influences? I'm a big genre fan, so having the ability to just kind of imbibe movies led to kind of feeding into the writing of this. So Serial the podcast, Let's Scare Jessica the film, and Edgar Allan Poe. Those 3 were really just the kind of stew that kind of created this morass of a book.
And is there anything that you had to cut out that you wish made the cut, but you wish was in the book?
There is one scene, actually. There was a dream sequence, and my editor was like, "We've kind of tapped into this already, so we can take that dream sequence out." And she was right. She was right. I give her props. But there was a whole kind of is it really happening? Is it not happening? So yes, the dream sequence made the cutting room floor.
And where can we buy The Remaking?
Everywhere. Bookstores, your local bookshop, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, probably a street corner near you in a few weeks. So, look out for the used bin pretty soon.
And what would you like to say to your readers?
Thank you. Thank you for reading. As long as you're still with me, let's do it again, okay?
Great.
Awesome, man.